Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Pasty-T Gaming. Not sure if this is retro gaming or not. Doom 64 originally came out on the Nintendo 64, and it is what many consider the spiritual successor to Doom 2, even though Doom 3 came out after this, and Doom 3 was a next-gen, well, for the time, next-gen console slash computer game. Alright, so here's his little demo, and as you can see, the graphics are very reminiscent of the original Doom and Doom 2 games, and so that's why a lot of people consider this to be the true Doom 3. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. So this game does have episodes in the sense of after you complete so many levels, then it will do a, kind of like a little text scene, much like Doom 1 and 2, and it'll bring you to the next stage. As far as the storyline, again, you are the Doom guy, and you are trying to... We're going to do Bring It On. I'm not too good at this game, but we'll go ahead and knock it out. So you'll see that my face is over in the corner now, because this is the layout. There is no Doom guy kind of user interface that we're used to, and so instead of me being in the middle covering up the entire gun, then this would be the preferred way. So one of the cool things about the computer version, which actually came out in 2020, they updated it to make it 60 FPS, and it also has brightness settings that can be adjusted, because the game originally on the Nintendo 64 was extremely dark, and oftentimes it was really difficult to even tell what was going on. So the brightness adjustments are a much needed, well-deserved, or I guess a wonderful creature comfort that that this game has implemented. And so as far as that goes, it's really nice. As you can tell, the graphics look very similar to Doom 1 and 2. They have changed, as you can see here, the chainsaw has 2 blades. I don't know if it's doubly as effective, or if it's just they made it more like futuristic looking compared to the original. Oh yeah, there's a dude running around. Or they just try to make it more futuristic. You can also tell that the shotgun, when you shoot, it doesn't have the reload animation where he will cock it in order to get the next bullet in the chamber. So just a little bit different things that they did to make this game kind of unique. But one of the things that I feel like this game has that the originals didn't have is it has like creatures that will teleport in all the time. So like you'll go somewhere, or you'll activate a switch, or you'll walk across a lever, or I'm sorry, like a tile or something, and you'll hear a noise, and all of a sudden that means that enemies have now decided to populate. And so those things will happen. A lot of berserks. So he doesn't have brass knuckles this time, he just has gloves, but still has the same effect of destroying the enemies. So yeah, so Doom 64, I will agree that I believe it is a spiritual successor to Doom 2. They add one extra weapon, and it's a completely optional weapon. You actually have to go through several like secret rooms and all that kind of stuff in order to find it. So it's kind of when you find it, like it's actually not very strong at first. You actually have to collect these artifacts, which when you open up your map, like we have here, and that's the other cool thing. So the map has the normal computer generated one like you see here, and then it also has this like texturized version. So anyways, when you open that map, you'll see that it has all the artifacts that you've collected. So pinkies are back. As you can see, the character models have been updated a little bit. Oh yeah, they blocked me out of that. Not like a crazy amount, but they definitely have updated some of the stuff. I mean, the whole game got an update, so Come on, buddy. Oh, that was a whiff. That's okay. It does have the running animation. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt. It's okay. So you can still run with, I thought there was another thing back here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping. This game also has to where you can shoot a lot of the you know, things that like, wow, I'm at a complete loss of words. And it'll have switches that you can shoot as opposed to just interacting with. I know there's another secret in this area, but I can't seem to figure it out. So we'll go ahead and collect all of our little armor bonuses, and we'll go to the exit. So this game does have a couple new enemies. It has a new final boss, which is called the Mother of All Demons, I believe. Has a password system, and because originally, like, you couldn't just do save and load based on, you know, like the computer hardware. So it has imps. One of the new characters, or I'm sorry, the enemies that they have introduced into this is an imp that is kind of like more invisible. We may come across that. So as you can see, this is kind of a cool little area. It's all dark and spooky. Got some super armor, and then some stuff opens up. But it does have similar items and everything like you would pick up in the original Dooms. Light amplification goggles. There's like a supercharger sphere right there. You know, all the they got a lot of berserks. They want you to punch people. So dude's floating around. Got a blue key right here, a backpack. So this is gonna drop the there we go. So we have to wait for the key to end up at its spot. It's going to teleport around a couple times, and then these doors are open, and then we'll be able to access the key. There's a lot of ceilings that will crush you, and so not that that's a new thing. They just incorporated a lot more jumping, I guess you could say. So as you can see, these have like computer monitors on the other side of them. This one doesn't. So that's the one that we need to touch in order to get the blue key. And see, there's an instance of enemies just teleporting in when you've completed an objective. So kind of neat, also kind of scary if you weren't expecting that. You'll just have a random dude jump in on you. So now we're going to collect the, I believe we have to get the yellow key next. So here's an instance of having to run across. And then more imps. I do feel like they're fireballs. I don't know if they're the same speed or slower, but they feel slower. So there's a specter. But yeah, so the music I feel like is a lot more atmospheric than, you know, a definite like tune like in Doom 1 and 2, where it was like you actually had like just background music that was, you know, kind of metal based or something to that effect. All right, so we're about to, yeah, so you have to stand on the lights, because if you don't, you'll be crushed by the, like that. I mean, you have to like stand right up on it. It hurts. You get the red key. Now enemies will spawn. Another one back there. And then these things will come down again. Yeah. Thankfully, they move in a pattern that is conducive for us to just continuously hold the run button, but doesn't mean we're gonna survive necessarily. Alright, so now we have the red key, so we will find the red door and go through that. Ah, here we go, red door. So one of the other cool things that this game kind of introduces that the older games, I don't know if it was just a capability of, but you can see right here outside this this loud device is this loud device is actually changing the level layouts, and you'll see in some future levels that the room that you walk into will actually change based on like hitting a switch or something like that. So I always found that that was super neat. All right, so that thing doesn't actually move anymore. There's a lot of secrets in Doom 64. The main ones that we're concerned about is just finding the little demon artifacts that will help us power up our weapon, because I think it's called the Unmaker. I'm not exactly sure if that's correct or not, but the new weapon that they introduced in this game, that thing gets crazy powerful once you get your stuff upgraded all the way. So that will lower the yellow key. Now we can exit the level. I believe it is called the Unmaker. Alright. Oh, okay, that's the wrong way. This way. They also do introduce a lot of enemies that are right at the end. Like you open up the door to go to the end of the level, and boom, there's an enemy right in your face. So that's kind of funny that they do that like all the time. It's not really a oh, okay. About to get the chain gun. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Actually, we'll use the yeah, we'll use the chainsaw. I have the sound turned down too, and this game is just loud. But yeah, so you got the chain gun, which is I feel like the chain gun's pretty good in this game. In fact, on some enemies, it's almost necessary to have when you consider its stunning capabilities. The enemies that I'm thinking of are like Lost Souls. They yeah, there we go. So that's the end of the level. Kind of does fade out every single time. As you can see, we got 0 secrets. Look at this. So this is the very beginning. We're gonna get a super shotgun. So the super shotgun again is the double barrel. It has twice the capability of firepower. So these imps, you can see they're a little translucent. So those are a new enemy that they have brought into this game. And yeah, you can see them easily here, but when they're further away, especially if they're against like a bluish background, they're definitely harder to see than the normal imp. And I forget what they actually call them, but yeah. So here's a way that they show that the level is actually being kind of built around us. And I always thought that was kind of cool. Of course, the Doom 64 had a much higher capability of performance than the original hardware that Dooms 1 and 2 were built on. So it's only fitting that they added like new stuff to kind of play into the idea that you have a more capable system. Alright, so we gotta find the blue door. Cacodemon. Yeah, there's another one. 2 of them. Some tricky dodges there. About to fight some Lost Souls, I believe. Yeah, so we have to lower this. I thought there was a button somewhere. Switch somewhere. Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. Okay. Oh, okay. These two. So this is gonna open up. There's gonna be some lost souls in here. There we go. I do feel like lost souls are much more deadly in this game. The reason I say that is because they hit multiple times. Like they'll actually like chomp on you whenever you are within their range of like getting hurt, and so that kind of sucks. Alright, so we gotta jump down here, and then we're gonna go in this elevator, get the yellow key, and then we'll be able to progress. Alright. More enemies have spawned in. Got a rocket launcher. I'm not gonna use that yet, because we don't want to die. Rocket launcher still has splash damage like in the older games. So here's another room where it kind of changes based on our button inputs. Alright, here we go. Open that door, get some rockets, and then that'll open up this little secret passage. Yeah, so you gotta be fast if you want to get all the secrets in this level. So there's that. There we go. Come on, buddy. Oh, we don't have the red key. Oh, yeah, that's right, we have to go back through here. And then, lo and behold, red key. So it's kind of neat that they I mean, I guess force is a strong word, but you have to go back and explore previous areas in order to get everything. New level. Start off with some specters. Flash warning. Yeah, this game had like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different warnings for the like before you start playing. As you can see, there's a lot of epileptic type inducement. It's probably terrible grammar, but definitely has some epilepsy triggering events. I guess that's the better way of putting it. Go ahead and exit that for now. Oh, jeez. Alright. Get all this. That's funny that they hit that. It's actually shooting that will cause this to go down, and then you can actually grab the chain gun. So it's kind of funny that they could also trigger it. Alright, it's going to be some lost souls down here. Yeah, as far as I know, there's only the new style of imp. Maybe and maybe I know I had talked about Hell Knights versus Barons of Hell and how there was a difference. Maybe it's this game that introduced that. I'm not 100% sure if Doom 2 introduced that or not. But I know in this game they definitely have a distinguishing difference. Like a Hell Knight is the lesser of the two, and a Hell Knight itself is easier to deal with than a Baron of Hell. And the Hell Knight shoots a green fireball, and the Baron of Hell shoots a red fireball, and so that's kind of how they distinguish the two here. There we go. The guy almost got me. So there is a secret in here, and it has to do with the way that you... so there's buttons up there where that kind of lost soul's stuck, and the buttons will have a way of pushing them in order for you to be able to access that door back there. I'm not sure what the button procedure is. I know this isn't a... like, this isn't how you get to a secret level that has one of the... this doesn't have a secret level to where it's like one of the little things that you have to get to power up your Unmaker, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good secret to find. Now, my brother and I remember we ended up getting the strategy guide. I'm sure I have it somewhere. I'm gonna have to find it, but we had like the strategy guide for this game. So yeah, so I did it wrong because they all went down, and you see how all the pillars are going up. That's okay. So yeah, these are Hell Knights. They shoot green fireballs. Not too difficult. Super Shotgun kind of makes quick work of them. And that's the end of the level. So yeah, so I'm going to make these segments. I want to play through the whole game. And I'd like to get all of the special levels out of the way so that I can get the Unmaker to its full form, full power, and but I'm gonna limit my gameplay videos to about 30 minutes. So probably after this level, we'll go ahead and call it episode complete. Because yeah, again, this is, you know, just new levels, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty neat. This room actually has a where you can run. So over here has a switch, and then you can run between all of these. And you know, this is kind of like the way that he jumps. So we want that backpack, and we just hold the oh, oops, well, whatever. We hold the run key, which I think default is spacebar, but I set it to control because that's what I'm used to. And then we can just run, get all the stuff. We already have the chainsaw, so it's not worried about that. But kind of neat that even though you only move in a 2D or two, you know, X and Y, you can actually run across all those to get to the other. Shotgun guys are brutal. Brutal. Chain gun. Alright, so that opens up a door somewhere else. I believe it opens up one of the doors that I couldn't get open here. Yeah, so it opens up that one. I think they would kill that dude one hit. Thankfully, the Lost Souls don't blow up like an explosion type thing once you shoot them, because then it would make it really deadly for you to shoot them that close. So we want in here, hit that. You can hear that it actuated some sort of a change in the level. We're gonna go find that change. I don't know what the change was. Alright, this is a new area. Is that it? Sometimes you can still tell where the secret rooms will be just based on the map. Uh-oh, no, it didn't do that. Thought maybe that switch changed. Okay, so here's a new. Oh, okay. So that lowered this key, because that was on a pedestal that was higher. So now that we have the yellow card, go through this door. Alright, so here, this room will have an instance of us actually using the switches to, so if you go here, shoot this one, it'll raise you up. You shoot that one, and it'll lower the kind of barrier for that. As you can see, it raised back up. So it's kind of neat that it has like little puzzles in that regard. So that opened up. Did that open up? Okay, so we have to shoot. I thought we had to shoot that one. Well, we opened up something. Let's go check it out. I don't know what we opened. Oh, I think I know what we opened. Yeah, in here. Okay, so there was a barrier right here. So that switch opened that up. So yeah, so a lot of this is having to go check areas back because you hit a switch, and now the berserk. We don't need the berserk. Oh, oops, wrong button. So some of these monitors will actually act as a where you can see into another room, and we'll probably come across that soon, where you would actually look through it to see what kind of change you made by hitting a switch. Okay, here we go. Alright, this way. Oh, so there's gonna be some more. Yeah, they really like these crushing walls. Alright, so what did that do? There we go, thank you, buddy. Oh, I think I know what that did. Okay. Now we can get the red key. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so a lot of it is running back and forth between rooms after you've hit a switch in order to, you know, progress. So now we get the blue key. It hurt a little bit, that's fine. No problemo. Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Dead now. I mean, I remember playing this game a whole lot as a kid, so all like the noises and the environments and the enemies and everything like that is extremely nostalgic to me. I mean, especially considering this was like, yes, I know Doom 1 and 2 were on consoles, like they did introduce those eventually, but you know, this was on the 64, and everything on the 64 was just so kind of neat, and it was kind of nice to have a game like this out on there. And I mean, it was kind of scary, like as a kid playing through it. It definitely wasn't a. All right, so I really feel like they're opening me up for a more difficult area. Maybe not. Okay, so that lowered a gate in here, I believe, so we can exit. Maybe just open this up. Yeah, okay. That's that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say episode complete. About 39 or 29 minutes. But yeah, so Tech Center's done. We're about to get into the Alpha Quadrant. So as you can see, these are kind of some convoluted passwords, but we have the wonderful idea of being able to save. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the menu. We're going to save the game. We're going to save on to, oh yeah, so these are some previous saves that I had. We're going to go ahead and save here. Bring it on, level 6. And that's going to do it for me today. So thanks everybody for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed some Doom 64 footage. We're going to go through and play the game all the way. It's got some cool cool levels. Definitely a game that I would recommend. Right now on Steam, it's actually $5, and that's not like a sale price. That's the entire game, $5. Really, really cheap. Definitely recommend checking out if you're a first-person shooter fan, if you're a Doom fan, if you've never heard of this game, if you like nostalgic games. Maybe you played this on the Nintendo 64, but you just want to play it again. So this game's great in that regard. For all those of you that are new to the channel, thank you very much for joining us, and please consider subscribing so you can continue this video game journey with us. And for everybody that's already subscribed, thank you so much. It does help out a lot. Go ahead and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and kind of give me some suggestions for other games to play. I know Spooky Month is still going on, so I'm trying to get some more horror-themed games in this month, but I'm totally open to suggestions. So please let me know, and that's going to do it for me. So thanks everybody for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.